even with prior knowledge and an extra 2 days, things haven't really turned out well. Elsa is the kind of foe that I don't believe Subaru can really go up against, at least without warning everyone. Which is going to be difficult to do, because, well, how do you know this? But that comes secondary, because at the minute, I believe Beatrice has just saved him. Yeah. He wanted to go in and protect Rem, but she had other plans. And just like with Roswell, I'm sure there is more going on behind the scenes, who their loyalty resides with, and their allegiances. Getting confusing, but let's watch it. He's still recovering from quite some heavy wounds. Does the door connect to anything if he was to be able to force it open? That's yeah, put it gently, why don't you? He doesn't care about healing. Then help others that can't help themselves. You can't stay neutral forever. Kind of. Well, I would say everything was looking to be ruined anyway. Oh, if this becomes the new point, yes. How much do we know of Beatrice's force of knowledge of what she knows and what she doesn't, of what happens outside this library? And what happens if he is forcibly stopped from carrying out his objective? Yeah. Why is there a witch cult book? Didn't he give her one? When was that? Please say it isn't so. By whom? So she lives her life by a creed that is given in text form. Okay, then ask a question like, what does the book actually want you to tell me? And why? Which gospel is she reading? Everything she's doing is based on what around the book. Is that what you're wanting to hear? She has no will of her own. How conceited. So Subaru has managed to sway the hearts of others, even when he's not meaning to. So is she actively fighting against the teachings of the book and wanting to protect him? And that is a heavy book. She found her way in. Found her way in, or was let in? That was a nice shine. The whole saving didn't really amount to much now, did it? But he gained a little tidbit or two. How and if that will be used. Remind yourself with the tied handkerchief. Is she going to have the same reaction each and every time? So, no, it wasn't me. Cry. Or are there going to be variations? And the fact that he can put on such a nonplussed face after everything. He has some strong acting powers. Hmm. No, we're not listening to you, Otto. You're just a background character. That means everything must be fine. He was overcompensating. Almost as if he had known this was happening. I Yeah, your outer appearance can vary drastically from what your inner thoughts are. And just when he was actually going to confront Roswell, he gets caught up with this. And who are you calling a bastard? And also, is he going to talk too casually with people around him, considering he's met them time and time over, but it's one of the few interactions they have normally? Well, in their eyes. Well, would they have. Would events have changed if he hadn't have interacted with Garfield right now? how did she get out and all that? And why are we taking a stroll in this deep in the forest? Where's here? Is there a secret place like the sanctuary that would have been good to know about? There again. Can't you just say what you mean instead of having to be roundabout about it? He's got places to be. Hopefully change the course of events. If she doesn't have to go through such turmoils, of course he'd try to avoid it. Just avoiding unnecessary ones. Has she done well in attempting to pass it so far, though? What was that meant to be? Hmm. So were there external forces? So, what is she, a quarter? We never asked for that. Yeah, okay, fair enough. Well, she had no reason, like, nothing keeping her here. Well, apart from her brother, half brother. And, yeah, little bits of information can lead up to a lot. It would be too much for me to remember everything that was going on, though, if I was Subaru. I'd probably look over stuff that is quite expedient. Expedient? So rather than waiting for them to give him the idea, like before when he came up with the idea, Gaffer wasn't particularly impressed. How did he know that? Something we haven't. And she's gonna force him. He's gonna force him. Shima. Does that mean anything? This is not the first time Subaru has found himself bound in a dungeon. It won't help. There's no harm in trying. These. Yes, the smell of the witch. I wonder why the smell got stronger. Could it have anything to do with the fact that he returned? The fact that dying itself is a problem, and that is his only kind of power. He does have a charm. Keep you here for a while, I'm guessing. Is he trying to bite his tongue off? What is Roswell's tie to all of this? Does he have a bond with any of the witches themselves? Or cultists? Oh yeah. Eyes of the Forest. Keep thinking like that, Otto. You can work it out. The last one to see Subaru. Well, that just makes it even more. Yeah, it was something to do with Garfield, wasn't it? Huh? Now, what does Otto care about more? Doing what's right and helping Subaru, or the was that currency or a jewel or something? Yes. The fact that she was so emotional during that last bit, where she was actually doing something of her own accord, but as long as it's about Subaru. Hearing a friendly voice over the drip of water would be quite nice. Isolation can be hell. I think many of us have actually kind of experienced that in the past year. Trying to work out who it was. Was that feeding him? Or. Is. Okay, so he's now reliving every failed moment. I did think there are some ways of getting out. Bashing your head in on a wall or something might work, but. Gotta have conviction. Which I guess Subaru has in spades. Otto? The fact that he's going above and beyond to rescue him here means something. Or Otto is also someone that's working multiple sides. If he can just disappear like that, then something's going on. Since Subaru himself could actually get out of the barrier, then completing the trial would help everyone search for him. Makes sense. And that would give him more of a reason to pass, if it's for his sake. Huh. Is that why Otto's all kind of scratched up? You turned down a glowing stone? That's not bad for information while you're trying to escape. And for Otto to actually take the dangerous route rather than self-preservation. But now kill me. I thought it was about to take his hat off and reveal something. Subaru, do you feel bad now? Oh, Otto, you thought we were friends? I wondered where Eugene came from. You sure about that? It's not like I wanted to be friends with you. They have been through a lot, I guess. And it's not all a plan just to make money. That I agree with. Yeah, close friends can treat each other like crap because that's how it is. And with the power of friendship, Subaru overcomes everything. Are you trying to piss him off so that Otto kills you? That hurts. But now that we've had such an uplifting, comedic moment, there's going to be something which comes crashing down to balance it out. And I guess all of that stress that he's accumulated in the past couple of days and attempts. Well done. I also learned a new word. I didn't know that Yujin was a synonym for friend. You know, it would be really helpful if we knew what constituted the updates in the save points. Because if we knew that, then Subaru could decide when and where would be the best time to return to. No one's dead right now. We've got a whole week of seemingly nothing in front of us. Just put it here. And also, if he could control it, then he wouldn't accidentally find himself in a place that makes it harder. But who's going to be waiting just outside the barrier for him? I'm assuming there's going to be a small fight on the other side. Humble as ever. Don't burst a blood vessel, Garfield. And I'm not too sure about this helpful, kind-looking ram. Something's going on. It's another trap, isn't it? And with Frederica being a quarter blood and being able to transform like we saw her do in the other episode, I kind of don't really want to see Garfield when he's both transformed and pissed. But one thing that I've known for a long time, especially with ReZero, is that if I was in the place of Subaru, ignoring the pain, suffering and death part, because... But anyway, there's no way I would be able to actually keep track of what I was supposed to know and when. There is definitely multiple times that I would have let slip that I know something when I really shouldn't have, and find myself incarcerated. Also, Subaru really needs to indulge a bit into anti-witch perspirant. A bit of deodorant every now and again might help with that smell. But jokes aside, we already knew that Beatrice had a somewhat shady element about her, but her closeness with one of the cults, don't know which one, don't know if they're really interconnected or if they're their own little offshoots, but I'm sure that if she was entangled with the witch cults, Roswell would know about it. I don't believe it's going to be something that is going to slip under his radar. And that's if he's completely above board. Mahojanayo. Still love his way of speaking. Really grown on me. But that's more ReZero. 3 days in the pen, not really being able to do anything, being spoon-fed something. Hopefully that time Subaru's allowed himself to come up with some sort of plan. Although if this one fails, how is he going to get through Otto calling him a friend a second time? We're going to have to watch and see, don't we? It's good to see that there's at least one character which we may actually have some hope in not being a complete arse. If you enjoyed this episode, please let me know. Leave a like and a comment down below. Do you think that Ram really would be quite amazing as a granny? If there wasn't, I'm sure there soon will be some fan art of that. More ReZero to come, so subscribe if you don't want to miss out. And while you're at it, why not join onto my Discord as well? I don't really update many places when things go wrong, so yeah, it's a good place to find out when I've really messed up. But that's all up to you. For now, get some rest, get yourself a beverage. Probably better in a cup than on a teaspoon. But I'll see you in the next one. If you want to be the key reason as to why my channel escapes the metaphorical prison that it is held in, then consider joining onto my Patreon. So far, Sal, Raywin, Electrican, Dynamite 1997, Shiwan, Jennifer Rojas, Mecha, Stinsfire, Big Boy, Dark Shadow 7899, Yuki Ali, and everyone else, while not exactly setting me free, have at least allowed me to furnish my cell slightly nicely. So thank you.